Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm your host, Katie Scott, and welcome to the Power of Choice on YouTube. Again, on this channel, we explore how the choices we make shape every part of our lives. And boy, have we not seen that happen in Meghan's life. But first, some housekeeping. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell so you never miss an episode. And let's get started. I am beyond proud of Meghan for her incredible trifecta of hits with Love Meghan as ever and Confessions of a Female Founder. She is absolutely knocking it out of the park, to say the least. When I reflect on Meghan's journey, all I can say is, wow, right? Just wow. This beautiful soul has come such a long way. And the most exciting part, she's only just getting started, you guys. When Time CEO Jessica Sibley asked Meghan, what's next? Meghan promised there would be surprises. And we do know that Meghan loved to give surprises. And I believe her with my whole heart. During her conversation about Confessions of a Female Founder, oh my goodness, one of her very successful endeavors, Jessica asked if Meghan had a personal confession to share. Meghan responded with such grace and honesty. She said, I think the confession for you today that I could very comfortably say is I'm the happiest I've ever been. Of all the things that have happened in my life, I never would have imagined that getting here at this point, I would feel just so happy and grateful. And she ended with saying, I really do. And I really believe I really believe her. I really believe she does. She looks very happy. And I'm telling you, hearing that fills my heart with so much joy. Meghan deserves truly every ounce of happiness. Just like we all do. We all deserve happiness, right? None of us should have to go through these things in life where people are coming after us and trying to put us down with mean words and hateful opinions and all of that. We're not here for that. We're here to live our lives to the fullest, to the best of our ability, to be happy, to be joyful, to treat people the way we want to be treated. And that's how we should be moving forward. That's how we should be moving in the world. We should be joyful. And speaking of joy, we are just 2 days away from the next episode of Confessions of a Female Founder. Now, you guys, I have no idea who the next guest will be. But you can bet I'll be tuning in. I just love her podcast. Also, did anyone else catch Meghan dropping hints? I believe she was dropping hints about when the next batch of that delicious strawberry spread or preserve might be available. I don't have any inside information, so I'm not going to put anything out there that I don't know for sure is happening. But I'm hoping, as ever, we'll soon have more treats for us. Wow. Can't wait for that. I missed out, you guys. I know some of you who were able to get products, you are so happy and tired of hearing us who missed out say we didn't get anything. But I was actually on there just clicking on everything and trying to decide what else. And by the time I, hit purchase, it was all gone. So I didn't get anything. But I will next time. I'm going to be quicker. Anyway, Meghan and Harry, they have done so much. And if we look at their journey, they are truly the blueprint when it comes to redefining royalty, whatever royalty means. I could not be happier that they got out when they did. Just think about everything they've accomplished in these 5 years since leaving that island. None of it, the successes, the freedom, the happiness, would have been possible had they stayed. Thank God they chose to leave. They chose themselves. They chose to protect their mental health, their emotions and well-being. And I'm so happy for that. Now they are thriving, living life on their own terms, taking on projects that truly matter to them, and they're making real impact. They're not just doing something just to be doing it. They're showing up doing good and making progress and making impact, changing people's lives for the better. And we as their supporters, we are so proud. We've had the opportunity to watch their kids as they're growing up. And they're growing up with more normalcy and protection, away from the toxic glare of the British press. And that means everything. I'm sure it means a lot to me, and I'm sure it doesn't touch what it means to that family. That lovely, lovely Sussex family. You guys are on the last podcast that not podcast, but video for YouTube that I sent out. I talked about years ago in the early 90s. I was writing a book. In the beginning of the 90s, just so much was going on. You know how we go through different things in our lives, and I love to read books and all of that. I love to, get into stories. It's, like stepping out of your life for a minute and really focusing on whatever you're reading about. And I always loved the romance novels, and so I decided I would do that. And I also went to school to, learn how to do that, learn how to structure a story and everything that goes into that. And it came to me, the title of my book is True Love, a story of strength and courage. And I started thinking about this book lately because of so many things, parallels it has to Harry and Meghan's life. And as you know, in 94, they were kids, so they had met. So this couldn't have been about them. But the parallels are really eerie because they're so similar. Anyway, I wrote this romance novel. It's called True Love, a story of passionate, thrilling romance between a powerful man and a brilliant mixed-race woman named Catherine. Before Harry and Meghan had even met, I crafted a tale that now feels so familiar. A Prince Charming, jealous family members, betrayal from once close friends, and a couple whose love must survive powerful enemies and secret schemes that could devastate their love. And we saw Meghan and Harry go through all of that. Yes, my book is fiction, but it holds so many truths, like loyalty, passion, sacrifice, and legacy. Catherine's journey mirrors what so many women, especially Black and mixed-race women, face when they rise in love and power and purpose. And this story was written to inspire, to thrill, and to affirm that love does win. And now I am really dreaming that someday true love will come to life on the screen. And I just can imagine the impact, the emotion, the beauty of this love story reaching even more hearts. And in a time like today where, and I don't even like to get into that either because so much is going on in our world, and not just here in America, but around the world. We are living in some trying times, but I don't even want to focus on that because as much as we could talk about the things that are going on wrong in our world right now, there's a lot of things that's going on right. As much as we could talk about sadness right now, we could also talk about a lot of joy and happiness that is happening. People have not stopped living their lives. We have not stopped getting up every morning, doing what we need to do for ourselves and our families. So that hasn't changed. Now, some of us probably are praying a lot more because of things we see around us. And that's always a good thing. Prayer is always a good thing to do. And so I'm looking at their story, and I'm remembering my own story and why I chose to write such a book in the first place. Because it gave me joy. It was intriguing. It was exciting. And it has a little bit of everything. It's really... And I hate to go on because it's my book, but I really love it. And by no means am I saying that it's perfect. It's not perfect, but it brought me joy. And it is a very compelling story. So you guys out there, you Sussex supporters that are listening, I'm going to ask you today, if this resonates with you, I'd be honored if you'd help me spread the word, share it, post it, tag a friend who needs to read it or who you think would enjoy reading a beautiful, passionate, steamy, wonderful, mysterious, exciting love story. It can be a bit of escapism into love and passion. So if you are so inclined, get the word out. Thank you so much. That's all I have today, everybody.